If this thing is supposed to be over here, that thing is supposed to be over here. Your show notes are completely, we're rolling. People are watching us bicker. If people want to see people bicker on YouTube, then there's plenty of channels for that. Welcome back. It's time for the Comics Talk with Reverend Sully. That's right, here at your dojo for tactical and practical spirituality. That and a cup of coffee. Here, take a break with us. It's Wednesday. It's New Comic Book Day. You know what we do? We like to talk about comic books. We're grown-ups. And we like to talk about funny books, comics. I'm a comics aficionado myself. Get coffee on my shirt again. I got the same stain on like every t-shirt I own like all my life. There's always a food stain like right around here. At least I'm consistent. Welcome. It's my Pika's program where he writes all the show notes and I read them. I'm just the talent. I keep telling you that. We come twice a week. We assemble like Avengers. And we talk about comic books because that's our culture. That's what we do for fun, for kicks. I wonder what's on the list this week of comic books to get. Let's figure that out. I was just giving Pika a hard time because usually Pika's on the hook to set up the show. So we'll do that ourselves. We go to this leagueofcomicgeeks.com/comics/new-comics. That's the URL, the Universal Resource Locator on the HTTP, the Hypertext Transfer Protocol. That's right. Hi, fellow kid. Hello, fellow young people. All right, let's see. There's 8 on each row. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 times 8. It's 96 plus 8. 102, 103 different periodical publications. And some of these are variant covers too, so don't get all hot and bothered, But yeah, we do this on Wednesday. I go to my local comic book shop on Wednesday, usually on Wednesdays after work. Hello, fellow young peoples. Har, har, har. Yeah, no thanks. I go to my local comic book shop in my village square, and there I get my week's worth of comic books. I have a pull list now because getting there later on a Wednesday means, you miss out on stuff. You do. And it's awfully dusty in my room too. I got like 2 air filters as well, and it's like it's always dusty in here. I don't know what it is. Yikes. And I dust regularly too. I'm a clean person. Pika has high standards here at our production studios, which is down the street from the corner here from Boston Studios. Filmed. This show is pre-recorded before a live studio audience of my stuffed animals. Here from our Boston Studios, which is down the street from the corner. Boston, Massachusetts, United States of America. Hub of the multiverse. And yeah, we start off at the bottom of the list. Why? Because we sometimes will see stuff that, will catch our eye. That let's see, blow that up just a little bit so we can all see it. Yeah, see, and it makes the ads bigger. Oh, it's Betty and Veronica Jumbo Comics. It's their digest. Number 324 for $9.99. Indeed. All the way at the end of the list is The Audra Show, number 7, for $12. Let's look. 32 interior pages plus cover, full color, and its dimensions. The Love Issue, Half Star Valley, half auto bio. The Audra Show by Audra Stang. Writer, artist, colorist, and letterer. No variant covers. And there's the rest of them. That's cool. You know, it's better than my comic book. I mean, geez. I mean, the sales completely tanked on my floppy. I didn't get a second printing. Squish and Squash from Keen Spot, $5.99. Let's look at it. Our heroic duo, Squish and Squash, of the Intergalactic Search and Rescue Squad, are called into action to save Planet Blip from an army of out-of-control toy robots. Can our brave heroes save the workers at Tomorrow's Toys from their cruel robot overlords? Squish and Squash are going to need all the help they can get to stop the rise of the robots. 2 variant covers. It's a kitty and an elephant. Cartoony. I mean, okay. $5.99 though. It's a high price point for a, you know. Would it be wrong to presume that is made for kids? You got Kent Menace versus Techno Freak number 1, $6.99. You got Weird Rogues number 3, the B cover from Scout Comics. Akogun, Brutalizer of the Gods, second printing from Oni Press. Kalis number 2. Let's see. And I love a black costume. The East Side Comics Fan Expo Philly, John Jiang Virgin variant. That's right. Say that 3 times fast. It's $4.99. It's a print run of 800. And it's East Side Comics exclusive. After the events of Web of Spider-Man number 1. See, I got a copy of this floppy. I got mine from Yule Carter at Fantastic Comics of Berkeley, California, because he had for sale a Peach Momoko variant cover. And I am a sucker for Peach Momoko variant covers. So what's on top of the list? Let's see what's going to be on our pull list. I'm already seeing 2 that's on my pull list. 1 I'll be picking up. We have House of Brainiac officially part 3. Okay, you'll see the triangle number up here in the corner, and this is part 6 of the 13 issues of House of Brainiac, which lead up to Absolute Power. So what's going to happen by the end of this? Superman will get depowered in Absolute Power number 1 as to a plan by Amanda Waller and the Brainiac Queen and Failsafe. They're all going to gang up to give us a summer event. But this is a mini lead-up event. So it's written by Joshua Williamson, who I've been liking. And so I've been picking up Action. And I also picked up a couple of other things that were tie-ins of this. The House of Brainiac number 1 special that was written mostly by Joshua Williamson, and an issue of Power Girl, which was it had some crossoverness to it. Paul Kaminsky is the editor. Jillian Grant is the assistant editor. She's got a nice smile. I like smiles on people. You know, who cares what you're wearing from Main Street or Savile Row? It's what you wear from ear to ear and not from head to toe. I love the Jorge Jimenez variant covers. We got 5 variant covers for this issue of Action Comics 1065. And so I'm already reading Green Lantern. I'm already reading Superman. And I've been sporadically picking up Action Comics over the past year. I am looking forward to this. Speaking of Peach Momoko, the mysterious Maystorm revealed. Maystorm's origin. Mai Igarashi was a regular girl until she discovered her unusual abilities and her hair changed from brown to white, and how she came to idolize a mysterious freedom fighter in Africa who also harnesses the power of the storm. It's $4.99, 20 pages of story and art, 21 pages of story and art. Editor is Will Moss. Michelle Marchese is the assistant editor. We have a translator in Zach Davidson, who, because this is written and drawn and the art, everything is, it's by Peach Momoko, who does it in Japanese. And we have 5 variant covers. I am a sucker for a variant cover, but also I love Peach Momoko's art anyway. So there is a Peach Momoko variant cover. But I kind of like this design variant cover. I like this. I have this for issue 1. I wish I got it for issue 2, but you know, it's really, I just like these. Why not? Let's look at the other ones. This is the other Peach Momoko variant. I just like her style. I like her, the way she draws eyes. This is the Dustin Wen's variant. This is Betsy Cola. And this is a Tony S. Daniel 1 in 25 variant for Armor herself, the heroine of this story. I follow Peach Momoko on Twitter, and she'll make your timeline a better place with art. And she shared some like a Wolverine that she had. I'll show it to you. Peach Momoko, Peach Momoko. I follow you on Twitter, Peach Momoko. Yes, that's right. Peach Momoko, Peach Momoko. Share this tab instead. This is a this is from her Twitter, and I got a couple of wolves with the Wolverine, and he's in this. It doesn't say any. She doesn't share any details about what this art is from. This could be from Ultimate X-Men for all we know. Maybe the X-Men are already out there operating as a team and nobody knows about them. And they just show up to save Armor. And that's how we get some X-Men in this X-Men book. People have gripes about Ultimate X-Men by Peach Momoko because it's my gripes are that it's well, it's using the Shadow King, and he's like one of my least favorite big bads in X-Men lore. Miles Morales issue 20 hasn't been terrible. All right, it's as Cody Ziegler is writing a decent book here. Is it Cody Ziegler? Yeah. He's also doing a decent job on Deadpool as well. I know, huh? We have one variant cover by Goran Parlov. Oh, Goran Parlov's amazing. I follow him on Twitter too. He does great art. You might remember him from Starlight with Mark Millar in the Millar verse. Goran Parlov's really good. Really good. But yeah, let's look. Miles Morales, aka Spider-Man, faces his greatest challenge yet, babysitting his little sister Billy. But wasn't he supposed to fight crime with Shift? Oh, and there was a thing with Ms. Marvel. Oh no, he forgot to call Genki back. And he's an hour late to meeting Starling. Miles's world is spinning, and he has no idea that it's all about to get turned upside down. Well, because it's like, post-gang war, and it's just like, it's time for a new arc. And, Cody Ziegler's also writing, Spider-Punk Arms Race, which I've been pretty happy with as well. So, I mean, now that I get this constant exposure to some of these different Marvel bullpen writers with regularity, it's like, okay, like I would definitely take Cody Ziegler's Deadpool over Alyssa Hugh Wong's Deadpool as well. I mean, because it's funnier. And yeah, Still at $3.99, a 32-page funny book. So Sibling Day is 20 pages of story and art. So there's got to be a backup story as well for $3.99. See, that's a good. I mean, this is definitely that's something. Miles Morales Spider-Man should be the Marvel comic books that is in the hands of young people today. It's got a kinetic style. I'm not very happy with all the drop and drag onomatopoeia and the lettering and stuff, but that's just my windmill to tilt it against modernity. Something on my pull list, but it is a House of Brainiac tie-in story at the end, and its backup feature called Guy's Bogus Lobo Adventure Part 2, written by Jeremy Adams with line work by Kevin Maguire. So it's got this sense of humor and feel of art that goes back to the late 80s with J.M. DeMatteis and Keith Giffen and the late Keith Giffen, but Kevin Maguire, just his line work was just something that always pulled me in. I loved the clean art, just the faces, the expressions, the humor that Maguire's capable of. I might meet him at one of the upcoming fan expos. The Fate of Hal Jordan and Carol Ferris. Here at issue 11 of Green Lantern, we have 3 variant covers. Paul Kaminsky is the editor, and Jillian Grant is the assistant editor. Like I said before, I like her smile. I like your smile too, Jeremy Adams. He's a happy guy. I'm looking forward to meeting him at Fan Expo or was it Wicked Comic Con? Indeed. And Green Lantern's going along. It's fine. I've been reading it since issue 1. I am a Green Lantern fan. I am a Jeremy Adams fan. So this has been a consistently decent book. $4.99, 40 pages. But you have a 22-page story and art, and then you have a decent backup feature as well. And these backup features in Green Lantern too have been springboards for other titles. So maybe there's a Guy Gardner title coming our way with art by Kevin Maguire. The backup feature for Green Lanterns 1, 2, and 3 ended up with Philip Kennedy Johnson's John Stewart story, which spun out into Green Lantern War Journal. And so, and then came a setup from, I think it was Peter Tomasi, for Sinister Sons that had, Zod's son, Lord Zod, and this new character of Sinestro, Thal Sinestro's Big Bastard or something. When does he have time? When we have to make time for sweet baby making? And there's a couple of, Evan Doc Shaner, really good artist. Dave Johnson, cardstock variant. Ian Churchill. Look, okay. Heroic pose. One arm forward, the other arm back. I mean, that's a heroic that's a superhero pose. I mean, yeah. What are you getting today? Happy Wednesday. It's hump day. So make sure you hump this day and don't let this day hump you back without your consent. Batman and Robin by Joshua Williamson. My least favorite Joshua Williamson book right now. He's doing a lot of work at DC. And $4.99. The DeMeo cover. I'm not a fan of DeMeo's art. It's just not my thing. Ben Abernathy's still the group editor here. See, well, Katie Kubrick's the group editor. See, and Ben Abernathy's the editor. So you see how they've they're moving the pieces around. And Ben Abernathy, I think, is not even there at DC anymore. This is just the end of his work that he's been credited with. He's over at Skybound now with Robert Kirkman. And we have 4 variant covers. And yeah, I mean, I call it Batman and Robin 90210. It's like the high school adventures of Damian Wayne. And how old is Batman? How old is Batman now? That's a good question. Maybe we should this post Infinite Frontier, post Dawn of DC. Oh, how old is the Dawn of DC Batman? You tell me in the comments section or in the live chat. Spawn 353, still for $2.99. See? Doom #1 for $6.99. What is this? Sanford Green and Jonathan Hickman. And it's about Victor Von Doom. And we have Vision, and we have Shadowcat. I like Doctor, and look, we have 8 variant covers. Let's look at some variant covers. Doctor Doom's a really well-designed bad guy. This is Ari Gradunov's Doom #1. Greg and Tim Hillebrand, Masterpiece 3. So this is in the style of the old bubblegum cards. I like that. The Masterpiece series. George Perez variant art. This is the George Perez sketch of Galactus, but dude, I would buy that. Ken Lashy. Here it is again with a trade dress. Adi Gradinov. And there we go. I like Dr. Doom's voice. I like the way it's a giant-sized one-shot. 56 pages for $6.99. I like how he uses himself in the third person. It's over the top. It's so gangsta, yo. We have X-Men Forever #4. This is the last issue of this miniseries. Editor Jordan White, associate editor Lauren Amaro. Once again, nice smile kit. I like that. Phil Noto Quiet Council variant, Jim Rugg variant. It looks like Hope. How can we keep our redheads all apart? Because you got Hope, you got Rachel, you got Maddie, you got Jeannie. Who else? You got Firestar, Angelica Jones, Angelica Jenks. Love that show, man. Saturday mornings. And forever, our secrets, sinister or otherwise, are over. X-Men Forever ends with a question. After everything, do we have hope or not? From the pages of Immortal X-Men and Rise of the Powers of X, the Rise of the Powers of 10, the final secrets of the Krakoan Age are revealed here. $3.99, 28 pages. 20 pages of story and art. Hope Summers, Destiny, Mystique, Mr. Sinister, Jean Grey, Phoenix Forces. You know, they're forcing the landing here. It's Kieran Gillen. You know, love him or hate him, he does a lot of X work, and he's been doing a lot of X-Men work. You know, so there is like Kieran Gillen has left his indelible imprint, like basically everywhere he goes. I mean, he's got to like, I guess that's his thing. Like, if you got Kieran Gillen coming on a book, you expect like you need to expect like major changes. Like, didn't he try to make Tony? He took over Iron Man, and then you had this whole like Tony Stark is adopted thing, and that Arno Stark was the real legit heir to Howard and Maria Stark's fortune. I have no decades of storytelling, of keeping track of characters. It adds up, and it can be cumbersome sometimes. This amazing amount of knowledge you need to negotiate, and I don't think it's like, you know, I don't think it makes the characters or the stories inaccessible. I think this is just a new writer. You know, you got a writer, you got to write a story. You got to like to put your hero, your protagonist through. You got to torture them to produce tension, to produce results and drama, and problem solving, and in conflict too, because these are superhero books. Everything's about conflict. Everything is about negotiating disputes with physical violence. They are power fantasies. They are escapisms. You know what I mean? And sometimes they can be smart, and a lot of the times they're dumb and pithy. Pithy. I love words. Pithy. What does pithy mean? Brief, forceful, and meaningful in expression, full of vigor, substance, or meaning. Terse, forcible. A pithy observation. Synonyms: concise, meaty, pointed, succinct. Of, like, or abounding in pith. P-I-T-H, pith, which is usually, you know, the spongy, you know, insides of the white, inedible stuff on a citrus fruit. The essence of something. Let's get back to the show. And thank you so much for tuning in. I really, you know, I'm so blessed and grateful that you all hang out with us and watch the show. You know, and please, if you can, like, hit the notification bell and maybe share the link, you know, on Twitter or social media, wherever you are. I mean, if you're in Bluesky, I mean, you know, invite some people over. Be like, hey, this is a cool place to hang out and talk about our stuff, you know. House of Slaughter 23. This is a James Tynion book. Boom Studios. And James Tynion's really ripping it up with his Tiny Onion imprint. And he's on Boom, he's on Dark Horse, and he's on Image. And so Tiny Onion is getting, a lot of, it's getting a lot of the marketplace. So yeah, I mean, like, good on you, James Tinian the Fourth. Good on you, kid. He's like, that's modern publishing. You have Redcoat #2. This is Jeff Johns and Brian Hitch. This is on Ghost Machine. And with our somewhat immortal lead character. I don't know. I'm just, I do like the, let's take a peek. We've got 2 incentive covers. This is an Ivan Rice cover and a 1 in 50, the same cover in a foil variant, and as in 1 in 50. You have Brian Hitch work, and it's the Unnamed War. It's good. They're all good. All these are going to like tie into something called the Unnamed. You can see it on the trade dress there. Yes, and this guy's on a one-way time travel. Yeah, it's kind of like time travel in 3-body. You're always getting cryogenically frozen over and over again. Ice Cream Man #39. I've never got into this. I tried reading one of the collections, and I hear this is a really good book. Yeah, I mean, it's horror. Are you reading Ice Cream Man? Anyone out there reading Ice Cream Man? Let me know about it. What are your feelings? Would you suggest it? Where would you start? Oh, issue 1, of course. And Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle. I love Blue Beetle for the fact that it has there's a Spanish version of this that gets published every month too. There's 1 variant cover. It's really nice. I like Katie Kubert is the group editor. We can see from there's a Blue Beetle on the trade dress, so that is not a bat logo. That is unique to its own thing. That's great. So Katie Kubert is the group editor. Andrew Marino is the editor. And it's very Latino flavored. And that's a good thing. I like this book a lot too. And it's not my favorite. I get a lot of respect for it because it's like, once again, it's kind of like Miles Morales Spider-Man, but on DC, young hero. But the art is like manga meets the West. It's Western manga in a way. It's just, but it's very digital and it's very, to say that it's cheaply produced just doesn't give proper credit to any of the artists. But it's got a heavy digital flavor, but is that nowish? I would say that Blue Beetle is the book that is the DC book I think I would suggest to a kid. Yeah, sure, why not? I wish he was younger, like Jaime Reyes is just like, you got Damien in high school. Sure. Real kids grow up too quickly. How about these fictional ones, man? Let's, and also, like, I go back to my question: how old is Donna DC Batman? Is he 38 years old? Because Damien's 15. And are we back to having an older Batman again? Who knows? I'm asking questions. Amazing Spider-Man Blood Hunt #1. Here comes the tie-ins. This is part 12 of 59 in your Blood Hunt. Probably, let's see, Rachel Rosenberg, Justina Ireland, Nick Lowe, Caden McGahee is the assistant editor. Let's see. So it has more to do with Heroes for Hire. Street, it's going to be about street level. And Michael Morbius, you know, which is fine. I mean, because it's, you know, but will it matter to the overall story of Blood Hunt? Chances are no. You know, I'll read that if it's in my, you know, I read everything that's in my digital pirate chest. I think sometimes I read 30 to 40 comics a week. Yeah, between DC, Marvel, Image, Dark Horse, Boom. You know, I'm very grateful and blessed that, you know, my friends share their Dropbox with me. You know, it's just. What is Walking Dead Deluxe? Is that just a colored version of Walking Dead? Yeah, it's colors. And with the David Finch cover. No. These are Charlie Adler. Wow. It's been a while since I entered the world of The Walking Dead. And I love this book. I made it up to the Whisper War. You know, I was pretty much, you know, a buddy of mine lent me his like first 4 trade paperbacks, and then I started buying floppies after that. So I caught on early. Then I got the phone book size compendiums just to have, you know, and like because I was reading. No, I take that back. I think it was the first. Was it the first? He had a bunch of those trade paperbacks. That was so long ago, but that was nice because a friend of mine that I was working with at a restaurant, just like was feeding me his trade paperbacks, and just those are good books. Those are really good books. I have no idea about the show. Miss Marvel, Mutant Menace, $3.99, Fall of the House of X, tie-ins, and it's been fun. This isn't all that bad compared to the Kieran Gillen stuff. I would definitely take Miss Marvel, Mutant Menace, this 3-issue mini. I think it's 3 issues. Oh, it's 4 issues. Okay. He's got one more. Let's look at the variant covers. No, they have like black costume variants. Maybe that's for this 40th anniversary of Spidey's black costume. That's where that's coming from. Okay. I've been seeing that as variant covers like all over Marvel. Here's a Peach Momoko. See, I would buy that just because it's Peach Momoko. Seriously, I'm sick like that. I am that customer. I am that fan. I would do that. Otherwise, I would never buy that book. But the Peach Momoko variant cover, that's like, there you go. Oh, what if Venom Part 4? What if Venom got onto Loki? The Weapon X-Men number 4. Okay, Red Hood, the Hill, number 4. Well, first things first. I love Jason Todd as a character, and this is just, this using the Donna DC. Let's look at it. Yeah, so we got 2 variant covers. We got Steve Beach. I hate Jason's new outfit, with the literal red hood and with the mask. I mean, Give me the Judd Winnick original any day. Maybe it's to be cosplay friendly. I don't know. Crowbar first into does Jason minimal trade dress $4.99. And that's the variant cover. Sean Martinborough, Tony Atkins. You can see Ben Abernathy. And if we go to its main cover, you see the Batman on the Bat logo on the trade dress. And Donna DC here. See? Up here in the corner. Donna DC down here. A new dynamic duo. Dun, dun, dun. How old is Jason Todd? How long was he dead? Does that deduct? Is that from his actual age? Time spent dead? Was it a few years? What's the current resurrection story of Jason Todd? Is it still Superboy Prime Punches, which is canonical? I have that issue. Infinite Crisis, Batman Annual 25, art by written by Judd Winnick, art by Shane Davis. Great. I have the second printing cover. Oh, I love that. Shane Davis art. Good stuff. Weapon X-Men. But here we go. We got G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, number 306. What is Zartan's secret? I'm loving what is the secret for me in this. We're changing artists real quick. We got Paul Pelletier going on pencils. We still got these Adam Kubert covers. There's 2, 3. This is a web store variant, though. A 1 in 10. The Roadblock on the cover and Zartan in the background. Andy Kubert black and white variant cover featuring our man Snake Eyes. And Les Bon Temps Roulette. Give me more of my G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero. A comic book I've been reading for over 40 years. Literally. Seriously. The same story, same writer. It's my honor as a comic books fan to have this privilege and opportunity for this perpetual story of serialized, basically these G.I. Joe is floppy friendly story, I feel. Yeah. It's a testament to it, It's a licensed property. And so it's just, I'm here for that. And that's on my pull list. So we at least got 3 things on my pull list. What else? Madripoor Nights, number 4. People have been liking this. I've been kind of iffy on it. Fish Flies, number 6. This is one of the comic books out there. And if most people are sleeping on Fish Flies, but written and drawn by Jeff Lemire. It's $5.99. It's like a 64-page book. Each issue has been around that. It's I think this is the last issue of Fish Flies. No, there's one more. Okay. Does it say if it's less? Miniseries finale. Okay, cool. Because this is a book that's probably flown under most of your radars, I think. I try to tell, to tell people about it as much as I can when I get access to it. It's usually I've been reading it since issue 2. It's in my digital pirate chest, and this is going to collect really nicely. It really is. It's weird. It's kind of monsterish. There's a lot of whodunit and this mystery, and it's a big hit. I mean, this is comics though, as a storytelling medium. This wins on every level. Art, story, just please don't sleep on Fish Flies. Am I buying it? I'm not. It's hard to find. I mean, I could put it on my. It's too late to put it on my pull list because it's it's almost done. You got to give your pull list like a couple of months advance notice too. If they're cool, they'll just they can probably pick you up something real quick too. If you're just throwing something on, that's always been, I noticed, the usual. Okay, Suicide Squad Dream Team number 3. People on my side of the aisle like to kind of pick on this a bit. Me personally, I got no problems whatsoever with this book. This is pretty good. It's look at that trade dress, Countdown to Absolute Power on the header there. Now, for me, that's DC event crossover stuff. I like that kind of look. I was a big fan of Infinite Crisis, of Final Crisis, Crisis on Infinite Earths, and you would have those things on the books leading up to the Crisis. Eddie Barrow's pencil work in this is just outstanding. I should be buying this. I should pick up issues 1, 2, and 3 today. If I have that opportunity, I will. The Eddie Barrow's work pencils in this it's amazing. And it's good sequential panels, and it's classic superhero storytelling stuff. And the story ain't that bad either. And no one's pushing agendas and messagings in this. They did that previously with these characters. So, I mean, they don't have to do it here because you have Dreamer and you've got Harley Quinn and Amanda Waller and Outsiders number 7. This might be the last issue of this. Nope, there's 9 issues. Is that the Lost City of Canaan? Well, perhaps this is going 12 issues. Yes. But this is Earth Zero, Prime Earth, Batwoman, Drummer, and Luke Fox. Drummer's identity has been revealed. Group editor Ben Abernathy. It's got the Batman logo on its trade dress. See, Katie Kubert's name's not on this on that masthead, but she's the current group editor. So it's you probably get this hodgepodge of of transition when it comes to the editor, the group editor, see, group editor. Down the stack, 24 pages of story, $4.99. So it's The Outsiders. It's just trying to play. It's trying to be like Warren Ellis's Planetary, which was a very good series of 30 issues, 27 Prime issues, and at least three lateral tie-ins. Planetary Batman Night on Earth, Planetary JLA, Planetary The Authority. All written by Warren Ellis. So it's Lansing and Kelly trying to do a Warren Ellis story. When, too bad Warren Ellis is out there to be hired. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Oh, wow. How long have I been paused? That's kind of smart. I was wrapping up the show, and I looked and like, uh-oh. I think I've been talking for half an hour. Where did I leave off? That's funny. But also, that's what happens as a YouTube creator. You got to be on point for stuff. You know, I can joke around and blame Pikachu. That's what, you know, his help should be arriving by August. And yeah, the X-Ray Girl plushie got funded. So, like, yay, congratulations, X-Ray Girl, on getting your plushie funded. You have a home here, and in the Fortress of Solitude, with the rest of the gang. We have the Canadian Bear. We got the Critical Drinker. They're like in the production studios. They're running the show back there. That's their booth. You know, the control booth. You know, for cameras, lighting, microphones. You know, when Uber Eats gets here with Pikachu's Happy Meal, you know, I don't touch that stuff. But those are, you know, it happens, and you just got to roll with it. So I don't know where I left off when it came to this week's new comic books. Man, that's all right, though. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. You know, let's just go back to the Deveron system, Will. Back. It's the chicken and the egg, Will. The chicken and the egg. Let's see. Fish Flies. Suicide Squad Dream Team. Yeah. It's the Eddie Barrows art. It's really pulling that book together. It's don't sleep on Suicide Squad Dream Team. It's a 4-issue mini, and you know what? I should be buying it. Fish Flies by Jeff Lemire. It's just that this is a comic book. This is the power of art, of sequential panels, of storytelling, and as comics as a medium. I mean, Fish Flies is the real deal. This Mace Windu book is a little, you know, it's just not made for me. I love the purple lightsaber, and I like the character, you know. But I've read all 3 issues. I end up reading every Star Wars comic book, every Marvel Star Wars comic book that's been in my pirate chest for the past like 9 months or more. I read every single one of them with hopes that it's something that I would like. And you know, I mean, yeah, that's the Mace Windu book. Then that's the Mace Windu book. Sinister Sons. No, I haven't nibbled on that. And yeah, sorry. I mean, people. I hope people are liking it, you know. But it was a bit of a miss for me. Let's see. Anything else down here? Yeah, Exo Man of War. Nope. Sorry. Becky Clonin. Thank you. Can't buy this. I'm not going to give you the business. Sorry. Alien Books, Valiant Comics. I'd like to see this as I'd like to see the floppy on the shelf. G.I. Joe, a real American hero. I was gushing about that. I've been reading the same story for 40 years or so, or more, in this book, and with mostly the same creators and Larry Hama. And it's just a pleasure, the testament of serialized comics, of the serialized storytelling. It just keeps going and perpetuating, you know. And I mean, do we ever argue like how much time has moved in the G.I. Joe universe? Does that ever, I mean, seriously, is it supposed to be current year? Because it was current year 40 years ago, but it was never kind of like embedded into a certain time. It's kind of like, so this version of G.I. Joe is kind of, it's very contemporary, and it's kind of just, there's a timelessness to it as well. I mean, how much time has passed in G.I. Joe world between issue 1 and now issue 306. Paul Pelletier's coming on for art. You've got a couple of variant covers. One thing I like about the G.I. Joe Real American Hero books, everything looks very toyetic. Toyetic is a really good geek word. It's like, this will look good as a toy. You made a, you have a drawing, your design of a character. Like, this is going to make a great looking toy. Seriously, you know, loving this, like, this ongoing love affair with G.I. Joe, a Real American Hero. Good stuff. I was saying too that Ms. Marvel, Mutant Menace, for me, is a lot more fun than the Kieran Gillen stuff. It makes more sense because it's a gentler story told, I guess. It's about, you know, and look at this Peach Momoko variant cover. Oh man, I would totally be down for that. Damn. Well, that's about it for today. Do a shorter episode, you know, and but it's, hey, thanks. It's Wednesday. It's New Comic Book Day. What are you picking up from your local comic book shop this week? I got Action Comics, Ultimate X-Men 3, Green Lantern 11. I've got G.I. Joe, a Real American Hero, 306. I'm gonna look and see if issues 1 and 2 are behind issue 3 of Suicide Squad Dream Team. If so, because, well, it's like, yeah, I should be buying it. If, like, you know, if I'm that pleased with it, I should be throwing the money at it too. Seriously. Where is this? I'm looking for a, oh wow, is that the one I got? Sometimes I had a really good Friday night hanging out with my friends on Saturday last week. And it's just, sometimes I think I did a little bit of drunken retail therapy. And so I got this. It's a good price. Look, it's been going for $230 for forever, and it's got slashed. It's down to $133. But with shipping and handling, you know, boosted that about, you know, $40-50 more, because it's coming over from England. But this is Roy Foker's Skull One with fastpack armor, and you can trick out the fastpack armor to, like, expose the like the innards, the inner workings of it. And I just love, it's got LED lights in it too that will, so it will light up the engine ports. Wonderful. I've always loved the Skull One. So yeah, it's got lights. It's 1 in 72 scale. So that means it's going to be a little bigger than my 1 in 100. I got 3 more Valkyries in my room, in my collection. I've got like Max and Myria's VF1Js. I've got Ichijo's Strike Valkyrie from Macross Do You Remember Love 1984 when his Skull won. In that movie, there were 3 Skull ones. Roy Folkers, and he dies in his Skull one. And then you blink if you miss it, but it's atmospheric. So literally, I mean, it's happening. It's a dogfight protecting the Macross from the Melotronis attacking on Earth, and so none of the Valkyries needed a fast pack, because fast packs are for space combat. That's what you need. The extra like stuff like that was just going to slow you down flying in Earth's atmosphere. It's going to cause wind resistance and drag. That's why they eject the fast pack when you re-enter. Saw that happen in Robotech. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, just I wanted one. Make yourself happy. Get what you want. That's that. Yeah, I wanted to share that with you. Yeah, so that would be my 4th Valkyrie. And it's just wow. Great. I mean, well, more stuff, more juvenile trinkets, or just have fun with it. I don't even take them out of their boxes. Just they're like, well, I don't know. But thank you so much for tuning in, and yeah, let's wrap this up. Yeah, sorry about I hit pause to go pee, and I look up and it's like, oh, I've been talking to pause for a half an hour or something like that, but hey, that's what happens when bodies start slapping from doing the wild thing out here on YouTube. You just go with it. You know what I mean? Like, oops, But yeah, this episode is pre-recorded for Wednesdays. We do a live show on Sundays, 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern, where we review the comics that we got this week, and look forward to that. Yeah, hanging out, talking comic books, This is our pastime. This is our hobby, and escapism. Enjoy yourself. Have fun with this. If this YouTube thing, if this sphere is stressful and causes anxiety, then it's not a hobby anymore, or not a pastime, and it's maybe time to do something different. Like watch Bob Ross and chill out. So hey, as the Beatles said in Abbey Road, and in the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make. Oh, I hope we don't get a copyright strike, because I'm pitch perfect. Thank you so much for tuning in today. It's been the Comics Talk with Reverend Sully here at your dojo for practical and tactical spirituality. Something that we talk about in the mornings. We use a gratitude list, and it can make a profound impact on your day-to-day existence and how to cope in this noisy weird world. I chose gratitude, and it's worked ever since. And I want to pay that forward. So tune in for that. We also talking about cooking occasionally. Apparently, I'm someone called the Sultan of Soup, and I do cooking. I'm a professional chef, and I like to share some at-home cooking hacks with you. I have a playlist full of food. Seriously. God bless. Namaste. Good luck. Thank you so much. Happy New Comic Book Day. Let us know in the comments section. What are you picking up? What are you putting down? What are you looking forward to most? And we will see you in those funny pages. Ciao. Bye-bye.